let's talk about how frustrating it is to do something over and over and over again and still don't get it right. Let's talk about that pain that you feel all the time when you just get knocked down all the time. It's like the world around you just keeps on falling apart constantly. It keeps on falling apart over and over and over and over again, and nothing just gets better. Can we talk about how frustrating it is to actually feel like you are the only one who's always left behind? Can we talk about how frustrating it is to feel like you just the only one who always just don't get it right all the time? Like, it always has to be you. It's always you who fails. It is always you who's left behind. It is always you who never gets it right. It is always you who's always slow at some point. Can we talk about how frustrating that is? Can we talk about how frustrating it is to just keep getting knocked out all the time? Like, I get it. I totally get it. It gets tiring. You just get to a point where you just get tired of trying. You just get to a point where you feel like there's just no point anymore. Like, you get to a point where you don't even see the point of trying again. Like, man, sometimes you just get to the point where you feel like, what's the point anyway? It never works. It never turns out right. It just does not work. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Like, all the time, it just goes sideways. I understand we get tired of trying, and sometimes we start questioning and asking ourselves, what is it that I am doing wrong? Sometimes we start questioning, am I not good enough? Am I slow? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Or what is it, like, what's wrong with me? What is it that I'm not doing right? Why is it that all the time it has to be me? And then you take a look around you, you see everyone succeeding, you see everyone just celebrating, rejoicing and winning all the time, but then you are there always down all the time. It's painful. It's painful, really. Like, when you just do things and you just keep on rolling over and over and over and over and over all the time, we get tired of trying. And I understand that those moments do arrive, actually, where you just sit down and look at situations as they are, and you'll be like, I knew it. I knew it was gonna turn out bad anyway. I knew it was gonna burn anyway. I knew it wasn't gonna work anyway. You get, like, those moments where you just get to that point, like, you are tired of trying, man. You are tired of trying. I get it, friend. Like, I get it. I also have those moments where I sit down and I look at things as they are, and I'm like, okay, I knew it. I knew this was gonna go down. I knew it was gonna turn out this way, and I knew that I wasn't gonna make it. It's like you just get to those moments where you then just have acceptance that you always lose. You accept that maybe it's just not meant to be. Maybe you are not meant for these things. Maybe it's just not for you at all. Maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you're just slow, etc. Like, I honestly do have like moments like that, and those are like frustrating, to be honest, because you get to a point where you start losing your identity. You start questioning yourself, like, in terms of like, what do you want? What are you supposed to be doing? You start questioning your existence. You start questioning your purpose, and you just feel lost. Actually, you get to a point where you feel lost, and you be like, am I even supposed to be here? Like, what am I doing here? Like, you understand? But then in those moments, man, I just want to remind you that don't give up. I understand Life is a roller coaster, guys, and it gets frustrating, honestly, to just try things and they don't work out. But then, like, in those moments, take a look at how you respond and react to situations. Sometimes difficult moments or moments of failure are just there to actually give us a chance to learn. Most of the times, when I don't get things right on the get-go, I try and look at it in a positive way. Honestly, I do break down, and sometimes I do cry, and sometimes I do feel like giving up. But then I sit down and reevaluate myself. The way we react and respond to situations actually do change the whole idea of struggling and suffering. I know there is pain in suffering, but then it changes. I don't know how it happens, but then the whole thing transforms, like the way we respond or react. If you react in a negative way, of course the situation will feel like it's just burning up. But then if you sit down and look at it in a positive manner, like everything feels like all the storms start to calm down. So question is, how can you have a positive reaction towards things? So like sitting down and do reflections, reevaluate your steps, reevaluate your actions, because some situations, when you get hurt, you might feel like it is maybe the people around you who are hurting you, and sometimes you might miss it that maybe you might have been wrong at some point. Like, it's okay, it's good to sometimes do reevaluations and check what is it that you have done, what is it that you can do differently, what is it that you should stop doing, how should you approach things to life. And it's okay to even get to a stage of acceptance, and admittance too. The first step or the first stage is to admit that, okay, fine, I'm struggling, but what am I doing with this struggle? What am I doing with this pain? What am I doing with this failure? What am I doing with this suffering? Am I just sitting down, or am I just locking myself in my room and bury myself in my bed under my blankets? Or am I even trying to reach out for help? How we respond to situations actually, it changes the whole thing. It changes the whole idea of the struggle, actually. Like, ask yourself questions, like evaluate yourself. What is it that you're doing differently to be better anyway? Are you at least rescheduling your stuff? Are you at least seeking out for help? Are you at least asking the people who are performing better than you? Sometimes it's about being humble. Sometimes try and humble yourself. Take a step back and look around you. The things that you are struggling at, they're actually people who are doing better. Why don't you just approach them and ask them, what is it that you guys are doing differently that I'm not doing? What is it that you guys are doing? How do you approach your work? How are you guys doing it? Sometimes it's a matter of humbling yourself, approaching people for help, and stop thinking that the world is against you. It's a matter of how you approach situations. It's a matter of how you respond, how you react. I always say this, that you cannot change, you don't have control over things that are actually happening to you, but then you have control over how you can react. You can control how you respond or react to circumstances. Yes, I get it. You are tired of trying, but then change your ways. Go back to the drawing board. Go back to that planning board, to that I don't know, man, what you do when you do your stuff. Go back and reevaluate and check your stuff. What is it that you're doing differently? Are you still going through the same path? There's this other speaker, he says that you cannot expect different results from same actions. If you're sitting doing nothing, what will be the outcome? Nothing, of course. So at least try and change your approach. Like, if you don't know how to talk to people, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself and approach people and ask them questions. Like, challenge yourself and seek for help. You understand? Like, I don't know what to say, but then that's all I've got, friend. That keep on trying. I understand you are tired of trying, but then hey, you have come way too far to give up now. If you're tired of trying, it means that all the pain and failure that you went through was for nothing. Because hey, one setback shows that you are one step ahead. Like one failure shows that you are one step ahead. It shows that you're learning. Why? Because winning is easy. Why do I say this? Because if you win, you're happy. Everyone claps, right? Everyone is happy. And life goes on. But then if you fail, it's like you get a chance to think through everything that, okay, what is it that I did wrong? What is it that I didn't do? What is it that I can do differently? You get to reevaluate your steps and stuff. But then, man, what I'm trying to say is keep going, keep going. I understand you're tired of trying, but then learn to grow and learn to accept and be humble, man. Be humble, be humble. And also believe in yourself, trust in yourself, believe in yourself. Because sometimes self-doubt, it's one of the substances that actually hinder us from taking a step forward. Self-doubt is a dangerous disease. So please try and believe in yourself. Give yourself a chance to learn. Give yourself a chance to be humble and learn from others too. Give yourself a chance to keep going even when things get hard. Give yourself a chance to see hope, to have hope even in the darkest moments. Hey, it's okay to fail, it's okay to struggle, it's okay, understand, but give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to just learn new ways, learn new approaches in life, because life is a roller coaster, man. You won't always be winning, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I understand you are tired of trying, but mate, keep going. Keep going. Just try and find ways that you can actually adapt to. Someone told me this, that sometimes your way of approach to certain situations might not work when it comes to other circumstances. Specifically, the person was talking about academics. The person was like, the way you used to study in high school, it might not work when you come to university. It took me a while to actually grasp that. But then it's like, the way you approach things might not work when it comes to other things. So learn to adapt to situations, learn to find different skills, find different ways to attack. Understand? I know you are tired of trying, but hey, giving up is not worth it. If you give up now, then what? All the pain, all the failure that you've been through, that will be for nothing. Everything will be in vain. Dude, continue trying. The fact that you're still trying matters. It counts. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. And yeah, man, everything is gonna be okay. This is a Tuesday Talk, the only day in the week specifically designed for us to choose whether we would go for another second without truly living.
Thank you for joining us, Tuesday family. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because we really want you to be a part of this family, because it wouldn't be as fulfilling without you involved. Every Tuesday, we create a Tuesday talk discussing really amazing things. So please be a part of this family. Cheers!